You can't hang with the big boys, coming through with the big toys.
Hi homies. We hope you're all doing well. I think we're both doing good.
Oh my god, what is that?
Never mind. For today's video, we're gonna talk about like stupid things we thought as like little kids that we now know and realize today are stupid. If you guys think you're gonna enjoy that, stick around, give us a follow, look around the channel, get a vibe of us.
Oh my
Why
god!
is my roof so
What
creaky?
is
Do you hear
that?
that? Get notified whenever we post a new video because we're gonna be posting content every Sundays and Wednesdays. So, hello.
Starting off with kind of a heavy concept, I didn't think being ugly was possible. I thought by the age of 16 I'd have everything figured out, which is really dumb because like obviously you're not gonna have anything figured out by 16. Like I thought everybody was gonna be like so gorgeous and skinny, and like I thought I would have a boyfriend by 16, and like here I am.
What you get like from teenagers, unless there are teenagers in your home, is kind of like the view that you get in like movies and stuff. And movies only show you like the perfect facade that is revealed to be false when you actually get there.
Like if you are pretty and skinny, like yeah, you will have a boyfriend by the time you're 16. But God really did me dirty, so.
Speaking of God, I kind of thought that like if two people were together and they loved each other so much, like they would just have a baby. And I thought that God in heaven had like a love meter, and I thought like if the family loved each other enough, then the love meter would like go up and up and up and up until it like reached a maximum point, and then the mother's stomach would just go.
See, that's a very only child concept of birth. I never actually had that. Like I feel like a lot of people do have really skewed conceptions of like childbirth, like when they're really little. I always understood the concept. Wait, I didn't talk about my image of God, what I thought he looked like. Brad and I have both gone to Catholic schools our whole lives. So when I was like grade 1, but whenever we'd have assemblies, like you know how the little kids got to sit in the front? I didn't actually realize what people thought God looked like until I saw like one of the icons. But I thought that God had short black hair, no beard, and wore a green turtleneck.
Oh my god, he's just Will Ferrell. Anyways, so my next point is kind of to do with the royal family. I kind of thought that they were all kind of like running the world, and I still kind of think they do, but in a different way now.
Yeah.
But like I genuinely thought that they had control over like every single person in every single district of every single land of every single country in every single city. And when everyone thought that they were getting married, I was like, whoa, they're getting married.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
And nowadays, like, I could give less of a crap if the royal family was getting married.
Prince William? But they didn't get married when we were that young. When did they get married?
Tell us in the comment below.
Don't Google it, that's cheating. My next point, so fun fact, I was a communist as a child. I didn't understand the concept of poverty and or richness. I kind of just thought that everybody was, you know, and like we could have whatever we want, we just had to work for it. But I guess some people don't actually have to do that. Well, I just thought everybody was equal and like we all got money if we worked for it. So I got a job when I was 12. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, so I'm not gonna say where I worked. Oh, fun story about that actually. So when I was 12, I had my first day and I did it at a local park. So the next weekend came because it was only a weekend job, and my boss for some reason decided that it was a good idea to put a 12-year-old running the business herself. It was a truck, like a food truck actually, but I got asked out that day.
Oh. Ooh.
So he came every day and tipped me $2. He came like 3 times a day, which is an excessive amount of what I was selling. But we're not gonna talk about that. So it was really loud because it was a music festival, so he gave me his phone and it said like, hey, like, do you wanna go on a kind of date kind of thing? Like we can go do some of the festival activities. I'll pay for you. Like it could be kind of cute. And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like come pick me up tomorrow night. He didn't, but then he had the audacity the next day to come back with a friend, tell me he wanted his regular, which was a size. So I was like, regular what? And he was like,
my usual.
And I was like,
y'all ugly!
anyways, his friend didn't tip me, so I was really pissy because like he probably knew that he stood me up. But yeah.
My next point is, so when I was younger, I thought when people asked me like, oh,
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I thought they meant like, what do you want to morph into and turn into as you grow older? So sometimes when someone would ask me that, I would say like, do you guys remember that that mouse? They're like,
Wait,
I always used to
Speedy
say,
Gonzales?
Speedy Gonzales. I always said I wanted to be him because he was like a role model for me. Looney Tunes was like my childhood, so I always watched him, and I always thought when people asked me like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I thought that's what they meant. Like, do you want to morph into this? Because that's what I thought life was. I literally thought you would turn into something when you grow up, which is probably weird thinking about it now, like incredibly weird. I wanted to be a rat.
We're rats. We're the rats.
Wow, you succeeded!
What would you want to be if you became a cartoon?
A cartoon?
Or just anything, but like, what would you want to be in life?
Well, at the time, I probably would have said a mermaid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like, I probably
first
still
of all,
would say a mermaid. But like a mermaid with one of those cool necklaces that like when you put it on, you have like a tail, but when you take it off, you have legs, you know? So that I could like swim across oceans.
the only way you get that is with Ursula.
Well, no. But did you ever watch H2O Just Add Water?
Ricky, clear out. I need some water. Emma! Clear the condensation! Shit.
Not really.
Well, they became mermaids every time they touched water. But in the new version of it, they have necklaces that whenever they take it off, they can not be mermaids. Like, imagine me just like jumping in like the Thames River and then arriving in Italy and just being like, hey bitch, I'm here to stomp on some grapes. So when I was little, I want to say I was like 4 when I said this. Maybe I was 6 because I think my mom was actually going to New York at the time. But it was my dream from the moment I came out of the womb to go to New York. I've now been 3 times, and I gotta say, it was totally worth wanting it for 15 years. My mom went to New York, and so I was like,
Mom, one day can we go to New York so that we can meet Delilah?
and I was like,
What are you talking about?
and I was like, hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
She's really good.
And she was like,
My child is a prodigy. She's a genius, and that was adorable.
that's my last thing. It was just a cute little like tidbit because I did that when I was little. For some reason, when I like am ill or very tired, I just expend all my energy talking and then make myself more tired and then talk even more.
Alright, so I think that's it, y'all. Just like I said at the beginning, subscribe. That's pretty much it.
Just a heads up, all of our videos are like pre-planned. Like we film them, but we pre-plan them like a month at a time. So if you guys have anything that you want to see, like leave us a comment down below and tell us what you'd kind of be interested in. We're trying to find what our demographic is. So yeah, let us know. We're not gonna make slime, so if you're 4, I'm so sorry.
But like, true.
But yeah, like if there's any, yeah.
I keep asking people to say something down below in the comments, and they never do.
Anyways, so,
Ciao. Anyway, so.
okay, bye.